Hello everyone, welcome to another Cloudworth session. In this video, we'll be discussing about some of the most common questions you'll hear in job interviews and how to nail them. In most interviews, there are some common questions that are usually asked with disregard to the job you are applying for. By knowing good answers to those common interview questions, you will reduce the stress you may experience during the interview and you will increase your chance of getting the job. Because it's hard to think when you are stressed, knowing the answers to common interview questions will certainly help you be more relaxed during a job interview. The following is a list of common interview questions and their answers. Interview questions 1. Tell us about yourself. By far this is the most popular interview question around, yet some people still feel anxious and shaky when they hear it. The best answer to this interview question would be a short identification of yourself, then a brief explanation of your work or study experience. It's best to prepare for this question before you go to the interview so that you answer it confidently. Interview question 2. What is the benefit that we will get out of hiring you? The point of this question is that the interviewer wants to know whether you are suitable for the job or not. In order to best answer this question, try to differentiate yourself from your competitors by describing your unique abilities that are related to that type of job. For example, if the job is stressful, you could say that you can work under extreme levels of stress. Of course, you must not lie. This is just an example. Interview question 3. Why did you leave your previous company? That's one of the most common interview questions and it's also one of the trickiest ones. Many people make the mistake of saying that they are changing their jobs because of the low salary they used to get or because of the routine nature of their old jobs. Just put yourself in the shoe of the interviewer. He knows that every job becomes a routine job after some time and he knows that you can always find a higher salary somewhere else. When answering this interview question, try to find something unique about their company and say it as a reply. An example answer would be, because your company is the only place that would allow me to blah blah blah. Mention anything unique about the company. Interview question 4. What are your strengths and weaknesses? You can use this question to your side by saying some weaknesses that can be considered points of strength. For example, you could say, one of my weak points is that I am overly ambitious and so I sometimes become disappointed. You have just mentioned another strength but in a different way. Do not overdo this else the interviewer will doubt that you are trying to mislead him. Interview question 5. Tell us about any big problem that you solved before. The idea behind that question is that the interviewer wants to know if you can deal with work problems. In order to answer that question perfectly, you must be prepared with a story or two that show your good qualities and skills. Again, don't lie. Interview question 6. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? This question's purpose is to know if you are ambitious or not. The answer won't matter much as long as you sound confident while saying it. Interview question 7. What is the amount that you are expecting to earn? If it's your first job, then you can try avoiding that question by saying something like, I am a fresh graduate and this is my first job so I'm not really aware of the salary ranges. If you were lucky enough, no one will push you to answer it, but usually the question will be repeated and the interviewer will say that he wants a number. If that happened, then make sure to specify a range and not a single number. By the way, being asked that question may mean that you have passed the interview. Answers to some uncommon interview questions. Knowing the answer to common interview questions is a great thing that will help you do better in job interviews, but what will you do if you were asked additional questions that aren't common at all? The following are some such questions along with their perfect answers. Uncommon interview question 1. Why didn't you get straight A's or a higher percentage? The answer to that question would be, my life is based on a system of priorities and whenever I go after something, I achieve it. Since my time resources are limited and since my achievement at any field depends only on how much time I allocate for it, didn't get straight A's because I didn't allocate enough resources. Uncommon interview question 2. Why can't you remember that thing you studied? If you were asked about something that is written in your CV and you didn't manage to remember it, then here is what you should say. The answer would be, when I studied that course, it took me 1 month to complete it. If I wanted to recall the information I studied, it will only take me few minutes. The difference between me and someone who didn't study that course is that he will have to spend a month learning it while I will recall it in minutes. By giving such an answer, you are pointing out that you forgot nothing and that you can revise it in few hours. Interview question 3. You graduated about 10 months ago, why didn't you get a job sooner? The answer would be, I know that after I start working I would never be able to take a long vacation, so decided to have a small break to refresh my mind before heading for the new life. Interview question 4. Why do you want this job? A good reply would be a one mentioning any aspect that is unique about the company you are applying for. For example, because this company is the largest or best or blah blah blah. The above examples give you a better understanding of how job interviews work and how to nail them. I recommend that you watch this video multiple times to better increase your chances of success in a job interview. Cloudworks is a place where you will find simple, to the point and effective information that is backed by psychology and presented in a simple way that you can understand and apply. I strongly recommend that you watch a few other videos on this channel to get a better understanding of the subject. If have any doubts, suggestions, issues or problems, please leave them in the comments and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. If you like this video, please do hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.